Yes, I have. I have them in my family, and probably I also have them in celebrities who were in the technological sector. I don't have a big one role model, but I can see up to other women who were in the sector.
Well, I do not have any female professional role model, actually.
Yes, indeed. I would cite Margaret Hamilton on an international level, who is an American computer scientist, engineer, and business owner. She was director of the software engineering division on the MIT Instrumentation Laboratory, um, which developed a board flight software for the NASA's Apollo program. And on a national level, I would say Hajar Moussanif, a Moroccan artificial intelligence researcher and professor of machine learning and big data at Al Qadi Iyad's University in Marrakesh. She has been recently nominated for the Women Tech Global Awards.
Yes, I think it's important because ever since school and university, they have always glorified male authors or scientists or characters in general more than females. And I think it's important to fix this system and make it more equal, to give more equal opportunities and confidence for everyone, not just boys and girls too.
I think that the educational programs encourage the presence of women in Morocco. Because since our childhood, we learn that the male and female have the rights to benefit from a good education at school, and there is no difference between males and females at this context, and either in duties or rights.
Maybe it is not necessary, but it should be a good idea, as this can raise awareness in young people of how important it is to increase the woman proportion in the sector of technology.
Totally, yes. My family always want the best for me and has always been by my side with all my decisions. And they always have their opinions, obviously, but they always supporting all my decisions I've made.
In my case, even though I was the first of my family who decided to study a technological degree, I was fully supported, and my parents and my family even encouraged me to do it because they knew that it is a degree with a great range of possibilities and that could be very useful to adapt my future to the actual needs that are mostly technological.
Thankfully, I was born in a civilized environment where my parents and sisters were aware of the technological changes taking place and the importance of the sector I had chosen. They continue to support me in my choices and believe that if I put in the effort, I will achieve great success in the future.
I'm a daughter of a computer scientist father and a web designer mother. So this thing pretty much runs in my blood. That's why it was a very expected and supported decision to orient my professional career towards computer engineering.
Nowadays at class we are 41 people, 12 men and 29 women. And about teachers, the situation is in 60% women and 40% men.
Well, it may be uncommon, but at least in my degree, most of us are women, maybe 2/3 are women. And regarding teachers, it is true that we may have more male teachers than female, but still it is quite tight.
In my classroom, 52% are males and 48% are females. For the professional body, 70% are males and only 30% are females.
In my classrooms, the ratio of women to men is as low as 10%, and women make up to 40% of the teaching staff.
I think because in the world of the advertising, communication, and marketing is more or less equally, but in some cases there are more presence of women than men.
I think that this is due to a change in the mentality. Previous generations thought that women were just for things related to the house and take care of the kids, and now, thanks to the evolution, this mentality has changed, and now women are much more present in the professional world. So I guess this might be the main reason why.
I have never felt a minority, so I cannot say that.
Not really, never. Well, I never had this feeling.
I've never felt left out in my class. I'm proud of my choice, and our professors are incredibly supportive, allowing us to compete on an equal footing by evaluating us only on our achievements rather than our gender.
No, never. No, I have never, no.
No, I have never had to experience that situations.
Actually, I have never been in this situation.
Actually, I haven't experienced a difference in treatment based on my gender. On the contrary, my teachers and mentors believe in me and support me a little more than my fellow male colleagues.
No, I have been doing an internship for 6 months, but the good thing is we are more women than men in the company. So it is difficult to see any discrimination as well.
Yes, I have had an experience of professional world, yes. So in fact, during my internship period, I feel that females still treated in a different way than males. Indeed, males that, for example, I cannot think that I cannot manage many things, many things, or at the same time. Or there are works that only reserved or only males have the ability to carry out it. So in this sense, I always show them that there is no work reserved only for men.
I am quite interested in the technology sector, but I would like also to combine that with the business sector. So I would like to work in a business doing something related to the technology, like the software of the PCs or something like that.
In 10 years, I see myself having my own business, running my own business, being my own boss. I would like to work at something that relates my two passions, which are fashion and technology. I see myself having, my company and working for me and being happy. That's how I see myself in 10 years.
I hope to be my own boss, to start my own business or something, or at least open a non-governmental organization, NGO, in which we tackle problems of climate change.
In 10 years, I see myself as the CEO of my cybersecurity company that is responsible for protecting big businesses from any cyber threats and attacks.
I think the main change that we can see is the number of women that take part of the executive layers of firms now, as well as the number of female entrepreneurs.
I think we have been educated with the presence of women and men in the classrooms. I think we can play any games without difference in sexes. And I think that we have been educated with educational facilities and opportunities that our parents did.
I think our generation had the privilege to witness millennial women seeking higher government positions instead of being denied their own rights because they voiced their minds instead of just taking things as they are. For example, in my mother's generation, women attending university was the highlight of her decade. While now, Asma Boujibar is a Moroccan woman working at NASA is the highlight of mine. These kind of role models are the ones that bring about change by encouraging women into pursuing their ambitions and prove to young girls that they are their own limits.
I think we've gone through so many changes. Like, for example, my parents' generation, it was more like a lot of more things were more taboo than our generation. And I'm a millennial, but for example, looking at the newer generation that are younger than me, the Generation Z, they have done so many things that surprise me. Like they have been fighting for equal rights, women's rights, against racism, LGBT rights, and it's more open in a sense in their generation. And they helped us, even like the older generation, millennials and the ones before, to even have a voice and to have more confidence to speak up. So it is true that we are slowly improving.
Like since 2004, the family code has changed a lot of behavior towards Moroccan women in our society, offshore, in a positive way. They become possessors of rights like such as men, and also the context of marriage, divorce, at work, in the street, in our Moroccan schools or universities. So everything has changed, and this has increased the value of women in our society.
I would like to encourage the women who are thinking about doing a technological degree, because I think that sometimes your family or friends can make you think that this is too difficult for you, not because of being a woman, but they can make you think this. And I would like to encourage everyone to do whatever they want. And if they want to do a technological degree, even though it is difficult to do and takes more work, I would like to encourage them. And for the women who are nowadays working in the sector, I would like to thank them, because I think that thanks to them, we have nowadays a better environment for women, and that would be it.
I would definitely tell them to go for it, because it is an amazing field, and I think women will have it even easier than we have it already. And it is a field with a huge range of possibilities, so I definitely suggest it. And regarding leaders, I would tell them to encourage women that are currently deciding their degree they are choosing, because it is very useful for our future, and I think it's very convenient to also have women in this sector.
So for those women that are thinking about coming into this sector, I will encourage them to do it. Believe in your dreams. If you think you can do it, you will actually do it. You have a big space in this sector, and don't think it twice. And for those women that are leading the sector, I would like to thank them, because thanks to them, we have our space here, and that would be my message.
Yes, for the young females, if you want to tell you that if you like what you're doing, you should do it, and never think about what society can tell you, what opinions others have upon it. Because if you like what you're doing, I'm sure you're going to triumph and reach everything, all the goals you had. And for the women that are already leaders in their own sector, you have so much value. I'm sure it was a lot more difficult for you to reach where you are than us, because society was different. It was a little harder. So very proud of everything you've accomplished.
To all the women who are thinking about starting a career in the technology sector, always believe in the power of yourself, and don't let anyone dissuade you from your dreams. Follow your passion. It's a new era for women. Girls can do anything and be anything they ever wanted to be.